If just working harder was actually the key to success, then you would be a billionaire right now, no? If it was just a matter of work harder, put in the hours, just work more, then every entrepreneur that I know would be a billionaire. We are the hardest working people I know, and yet when I talk to most entrepreneurs, their business feels like a black hole. Like they are working so hard, they are throwing all of their time and all of their energy and all of their life force into this business. And it is just like eating it up. It is just disappearing into this black hole and nothing comes back out. The growth, the profit, the hockey stick growth curve, we get stuck. Even though we are feeding it more and more time and energy, more hours, more work. For what? What are we getting back out? In this video, I will answer the question, why? What are we missing? There is one thing, that if we optimized for it, if we chose to make this the focus for the next 12 months, you would scale your business faster at higher levels of profit with less hours invested doing the work you love the most and moves the needle. And that is my promise. In this video, I'm going to break down what it is, how to do it, and I'm even going to give you a tool that walks you through my step-by-step process to optimize for this one thing inside of your business. Okay, shut up, Jhana. What is it? The one thing is leverage. All right, what is leverage? Leverage, as simply as I can think about it, is the ratio between input and outcome. Your inputs are your time, your energy, your team's time, your team's energy, your money, right? These are the things that we put into the business every single day. And all leverage does is it is the ratio, it is the return, the ROI, the outcome that we get from that investment in terms of growth and impact and revenue. So your low leverage activities are where this ratio is low. We put in 1 hour of time or 1 unit of energy, and we get a low return back in the form of growth or revenue. A high leverage activity is that for every 1 hour of time invested, we produce a higher impact, a higher amount of revenue, a greater return for the same amount of time and same amount of energy invested. So here's what I see most entrepreneurs fixate on, is just one side of the equation, which is inputs. How do I just work more? How do I just work more hours? How do I just do more? How do I take every cold plunge in the world so that I have better energy so I can throw more energy into my business? It's just input focused without optimizing for the return. Meaning I might put 1 hour into this thing, but if I get a 10x or 100x return on that, that is high leverage. I might put 100 hours into this thing. It might be a huge project, but I make 1,000x or 10,000x return. That is high leverage versus what I see most founders end up doing, which is we are inputting all of our time and energy and money into tasks and activities that day to day move the business forward, are necessary, are urgent, are important, but are not high leverage. They're not valuable because the return that we get for the amount of time and money that we invest, the math does not math. So to help us maximize the leverage inside of our business, I created a tool that I call the Time Leverage Maximizer Classic, and I have actually made it available for free to everyone down in the comments. So if you drop down to the description, grab that link, it's entirely free, and it will walk you through my step-by-step process to systematically identify, uncover, and maximize the leverage that is hiding inside of your business. And I want to say that again, the leverage is hiding in plain sight in one resource that is currently under leveraged inside your business. And that resource is your time. Think about it. You're already spending the hours. That input, that investment is already done. So to find, to unlock, to create leverage inside of our business, we take this resource already bought and paid for, already being spent. And instead of asking ourselves, how do I invest more? How do I work more hours? We change that question to, how do I get more leverage, higher ROI from every hour I invest? The Time Leverage Maximizer is my tool to help you do that systematically so that you can immediately start unlocking speed, profit, growth, leverage inside of your business, inside of your time for free. In the description, my gift from me to you. And so if we want to shift one thing in how we run our business in the next year, it's not work harder or work less hard. It is, what is the ROI that we are making on every hour we invest? What is the leverage that we are producing with the time that we had? Still not convinced? Think about it this way. The world's most successful people have the same amount of hours that we do. Alex Hormozi has the same amount of hours that we do. Can you honestly tell me that you think Alex Hormozi works that much harder than you? Like he literally just puts in that many more hours than you do? Probably not. You're probably working 40 to 60, maybe sometimes 80 hours a week. You're putting in the same amount of time that he is. The only difference is the return. The only difference is that what Alex Hormozi spends his time on every single day is the single highest leverage thing that he can spend his time on every single day. And years of consistently doing that, of building and stacking leverage, has made him who he is and put him where he is and has put us mere mortals where we are. It is not about working harder. It's not even about working smarter. It's just about working through more and more leverage and taking the time to strategically and systematically analyze, where am I spending my time? What is the leverage I am getting for that time? And how can I reallocate my time from the lowest leverage to the highest leverage activities? My word of 2026 is leverage. My invite is to make it yours as well. How can we make every single decision inside of our business through the lens of what is going to produce the highest leverage, the highest return on the time, energy, and money that I have to invest, so that ultimately we are able to hit our 2026 goals faster because we're not wasting time on stuff that we shouldn't be doing, easier because we aren't putting in 80-hour weeks on things that don't move the needle and exhausting ourselves and burning ourselves out. And how do we do it with more fulfillment? Because the highest leverage things are actually the things that we love the most as entrepreneurs and that truly move the needle on our business. How do we unlock speed? How do we unlock fulfillment? How do we unlock profit? And how do we ultimately achieve the 2026 that we have our eye on? Now, once we've gone through this tool, what we're gonna realize is that we are not spending our time particularly well. So what I did is I created a whole follow-up video to this, walking through how the top performing CEOs that I know structure their week. Tactically, how do we reshape our calendars so that we get more done in fewer hours and become immediately more productive, higher leverage in the hours that we do have? You can check that video out, popping up in the corner right here, and I will see you over there.